One of NIO's big competitors, Jiyue, has collapsed overnight. They have gone bankrupt. Their employees saying the company is bankrupt. Don't come and test drive the car because the company is no more. Now, these cars, they were targeting the premium EV sector, sort of where NIO was at, and they made the Robo 01, the Robo 07, and recently launched the Robo X. And it just happened all of a sudden. Their deliveries were about 2,000 to 3,000 per month, and this thing just unfolded overnight, and it was absolutely crazy. Right here, we have a live stream. This is their own live stream, and the live stream lady who works for Jiyue learned that she's not going to be getting last month's compensation salary or bonus, and she's not going to be getting December's base salary live on live stream. Yeah, and then she has a total mental breakdown, and she knows that if they want the compensation for leaving the company, they have to voluntarily quit their company by the 16th of this month. Otherwise, she's not going to get compensated. So she's essentially fired. Everybody's essentially fired, and she just has a mental breakdown on live stream. The moment before, she was promoting this car, and now, like everybody in the company, they just learned that, damn, the company is no more, the company is gone, you don't need to test drive the car, and they are facing serious financial difficulties. Some people pre-ordered the car, placed a deposit, and there's no idea, they don't have any idea if they're gonna get that money back. Now, it was also reported that certain stores actually have their whole entire place barred up, and security guards were dispatched to prevent the employees from leaving because Jiyue owed the place rent. Yeah, they owed rent, and then they haven't paid the rent, and the shopping mall dispatched security guards to prevent the employees from leaving, which is absolutely crazy. Like, here you have all the security guards, and they got these kind of forks and stuff, then they want to prevent the employees from leaving because they're owed rent. How insane is that? And meanwhile, in the middle, you can still see the live stream lady having a mental breakdown because everything collapsed and it happened way too quickly. Here in this other clip, Jiyue CEO, you can see his employees are all super pissed, preventing him from leaving and trying to harass him. They all want an explanation. Apparently, they stopped paying Social Security for their employees, and all the employees are super pissed. They're like, our Social Security, where's our Social Security? Did you guys know beforehand that this was gonna happen? And they are just so damn angry. What's very clear is that the company is facing financial difficulties. All right, it is unclear. Jiyue themselves haven't said that they're bankrupt. However, a lot of Jiyue sales reps and even the live streamers said that the company is bankrupt. And so is it bankrupt? We can't say for sure. They are definitely facing financial difficulties. They are definitely having trouble paying everybody's social insurance. They are definitely unable to pay out people's salaries. That is for certain. They are facing financial difficulties. And it's all a result of poor sales, right? What you're seeing in general is the cleansing of the entire EV market here in China. The price war is wiping people out. From Weltmeister to iWays to all these other companies, and now Hi-Fi earlier this year, and now Jiyue as well. And Jiyue actually signed a partnership with NIO, to use NIO's chargers, and then they also said they were going to eventually do battery swap, use NIO's battery swap ecosystem, but clearly they don't have the financial funds to survive until that happens. And what's his solution? Well, he says he's still working hard. He's still trying to get money, but it seems that it's kind of a hopeless situation right now. Everybody is kind of in a troublesome situation where if they leave the company, they might not get compensation, they might not get their salary, and if they don't leave the company, well, they're not getting paid. So it's kind of a shitty situation to be in. And with no solution in sight, and this has gained a lot of publicity here in China, it's pretty much people aren't going to be buying their cars. All right. Anybody with half a brain and they do some market research and they find out the company's struggling, bankrupt, or maybe near bankrupt, who the hell is going to be brave enough to buy their car? They put their money down. Are they even going to get the car? You see? So even if they're not bankrupt, well, by having all this problem happen, they are essentially going to go bankrupt. All right, because nobody's going to buy their cars. The deliveries are going to be crap. And it's essentially game over for these guys. And I kind of feel bad for them because their cars actually were kind of nice, Their cars, very minimalistic but high tech, very voice powered AI controlled cars. But clearly, they can't withstand the pressure of the market. And in this situation, this is ultimately very beneficial for NIO because it solidifies NIO as the default choice. You have all these competitors that are trying to take NIO's market share, but NIO has over 40+% market share in the premium EV segment, and it is going to stay that way. Okay, so NIO is the default choice. You want to risk your money and buy something else? Sure, but there's a possibility that this might happen. You might end up like Weltmeister. You buy their car, but the company goes bankrupt, and then your car, you can't connect to the internet, you don't have parts for maintenance, the insurance company refuses to offer you insurance. It's just a shit show. And people that bought this car, well, they might face a similar situation where insurers refuse to insure their car because they're worried about the high cost of repairs, ultimately driving people to choose the more well-established brands such as NIO. So this is ultimately good. More competitors dying out, albeit a very sad thing, is good for NIO. And I can tell you this, Jiyue ain't the first one, but it ain't the last one. All right. We also heard Neta being in serious financial trouble, so they might be next. I honestly thought Neta was going to be first before Jiyue, but wow, clearly, Jiyue couldn't withstand the pressure. And as we go through this cleansing, more and more competitors are being wiped out. This is going to clear the path for a very good, solid growth highway for NIO and NIO Group, for Envo to succeed, for Firefly to succeed. Less competitors equals good for NIO. A while ago, I was at a shopping mall and there was this Jiyue stand and the sales reps weren't there. And I was wondering, where were they? Well, they were nearby at the Li Auto booth. They were checking out the Li Auto cars, clearly getting ready to jump ship and try to go sell Li Auto cars. But it clearly shows that maybe even the employees don't have that much confidence in their own company. And man, this is a shitty situation for them to be in. I feel bad for these employees not getting their salary, but market requires correction and only the strong will win. And NIO is one of the strong. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.